people today. They could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend like AARP. So your health lives longer.
This is just slow-mo karate?
Just slow-mo karate.
Your money lives longer.
I just bought that.
I just sold that.
And your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Welcome to AARP Illinois' virtual event. It's so wonderful to have you with us. AARP is on a mission to connect with individuals across various communities, especially those aged 50 and above. We're here to listen, understand, and address the unique needs of you and your community as we age. Our goal is to enrich your experience by expanding our local activities, providing opportunities for you to discover and engage with all that life has to offer right here in your own community and virtually. As we journey through today's event, we invite you to consider joining our dedicated team of AARP volunteers. It's a chance to make a meaningful impact and help us better serve those 50 plus across the nation. Connect with us and be a part of this vibrant movement toward positive change. Welcome. And let's make this event both fun and transformative.
Hi everybody, I'm Cole Hare at SSP Wellness Center, and I'm going to be leading our balance and flexibility class today. This is a very active class up on your feet as well as seated, so if you want to grab a sturdy chair along with a set of hand weights or whatever you have at home to use is fine. I'll go ahead and let you grab those, and you can pause the video if you need to. All right, whenever you are ready, go ahead and set your weights to your side. We are going to start with a standing warm-up. So I'm also going to scoop the chair off, and we're going to start a march. Make sure you have a nice clear area. Most of the standing warm-up moves can be done with an assisted handhold. So if you need to have your chair nearby to hold on to during our standing movements, that's absolutely fine. But we're just working on picking those feet up off the ground. Good job. Swinging the arms if you can. Nice relaxed posture. Shoulders are back. Great job. Then we're going to go into a front kick. So that's going to look like toe up and heel kick in the front. Same thing. Try to keep the arms swinging. And if you see me moving around, I'm just trying to show you different angles and just to show you how these kicks are looking. You can stay in one spot. Just keep kicking. Great. Then we are going to reverse it with a toe tap behind. Toe tap behind. Once you're feeling confident here with this toe tap, we're going to add in a reach with the arms, reaching forward. Good job. Bringing both feet together each time, toe tap together. Few more. In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take it into a high knee. So we are lifting one leg, tapping it with the opposite arm. Lift. With all our moves, we're keeping the core engaged, flexing the core muscles, keeping the shoulders rolled back, feeling intentional with our legs and arm movements. Keep lifting. Last 3. And 1. Let's kick it back. We're kicking those feet behind, bending at the knee, row with the upper body. So that's a reach and pull with the arms. Keep kicking. Good job keeping those hips forward. Hips are in line with the shoulders. Last couple kicks. And bring the feet together. We're going to take a side step, swing the arms and feet together, and then other side, side to side step. Swinging the arms in front. These are really great for working the outside of the hips. Super important in balance. You can take smaller steps if needed. Again, it's just a side step, feet together. Keep going side to side. Awesome, bring it to center. Go back into our march, lifting those feet. We're gonna add in some different arm movements with our march. We're gonna try one big arm circle at a time. Keep the feet moving. Part of my balance class is that mind-body connection. So we want our body to be doing what our mind is telling it to do. So if you mess up with any of these movements, please just try to shake it off, jump back in, keep challenging yourself. Again, it's one big arm circle, then the other, and let's reverse it. Keep moving those feet. One more each arm. All right, let's shake it off. Get the fast feet going as fast as you can. Tap those feet, picking them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going into a leg lift now. We're going to try to keep the legs straight, lift one at a time. You might feel a stretch on the back of those legs. That's completely normal and what we're going for here. Again, this is not a kick out, it's a lift, lift. Really engaging the core and hip flexors. Lift those legs. In 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet all the way together, toes pointed together. We're going to go into a hip hinge or a good morning. We're leaning forward, keeping the back flat, and then come on up. Lean forward and come on up. Keep going. You have a couple different positions with your hands. You can keep them on the hips. You can reach for the toes and then come all the way back up. Again, trying to keep that back flat though, meaning we're not rounding too much forward. Or you can go hands all the way up, still hinging at the hips. This is definitely the advanced move. And last 2. Come on up, let's walk it in. As we walk, we're going to take the arms together in a big circle overhead. Inhale, exhale, the arms come down. Keep the feet moving. Deep breaths. Last one. Great, walk those feet out wide. We're gonna go a cross body reach, switch, reach, reach. If you can, point that opposite toe. Just giving a slight twist with the body. If that's a little too much, you can always stay centered, side to side tap with the feet. I always say get the feet down first. You can always add in the arms and other movements later. So again, if you have these feet here to here, that is perfect. You can add in this arm reach later. In 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Keep the feet moving. I want to reach all the way up, reach to the ceiling, and if you can, bring yourself to your tippy toes. Good, heels are up. Keep walking. In 3, 2, 1. Widen out those feet again. Walk them out. Now we're going into a knee bend, just a little knee bend, and back up. This is not a full squat. Just bend and up. Knees are going towards the toes. Keep pulsing those knees. Last couple. All right, come on up. Now it is time to move on to our weighted strength training movements. So if you can, grab your chair and weights and meet me right back here. We're going to start with both weights on each knee, going into a seated march. Lift the knees up as high as you can. Transition to both weights on one knee. Lift that side. Last couple. And we're gonna hold. This is a hard part, but try to keep that foot off the ground, knee up nice and high. Keep holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot down. Switch to the other side. And lift. Now you know what's coming. We're going to hold in just a second. Keep lifting. And last one. Up and hold. Keep that foot up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down to rest. Let's pick up the weights, bring both to the shoulders. We're going side tap with the feet. Just one at a time. Tap and then bring back in. Good job, last couple. Bring your feet together. Going into a strong march, pick those feet up. All right, with the weights at the shoulders, we're gonna halfway lift, keeping the elbows pointed forward. Still marching the feet. Try to push all the way up. Hold. Weights are overhead. Feet are marching. And reverse it. We're going halfway down. Keep holding. And back to rest on the shoulders. Good job. Let's go into a toe tap. You can see my toes here. We're gonna lift and tap the toes. So heels are staying on the floor. Weights are at the shoulders. We're gonna warm these shoulders up. Press 1 and 2. Keep going. Toes are still tapping. This is the two things at once, the mind-body connection we are working on. Good. Are the toes still tapping? Last time, one each arm. And bring it down. Awesome job. Weights are coming out to the side. You can rest the legs. So a lateral raise with the arms. We're lifting with the shoulder muscles. Again, sitting up nice and tall in our seat. Give me 3 more good lifts. And bring both weights to the knee. This time we're gonna stay on one leg, take a giant step out, giant step back in. Keep going. We wanna work hip range of motion, working the muscles in the adductor and abductor muscles of the hip. Also working on our core strength, staying in our seated position. We're engaging the core to bring those legs back in, staying strong in our seated position. One more time, and switch. Try the other side. Big step out and in. Few more. Big steps. And last one. Great. Pick the weights up to the shoulders. We're going to try some, let's do good mornings first, and then we'll go into sit to stands. So with wide feet, we're going to bend forward in between the knees. Press through the feet to come back up to your chair. This movement should feel good. We don't want any pain in the lower back. Also, if bending over and back up makes you dizzy, please keep your chin up, looking forward. Give me 2 more. Beautiful. Now we're going into a full sit to stand. So let me show you what that looks from the side. We're going to be leaning forward, pressing through the feet to come all the way up to standing position. Slowly come back down to the chair and repeat. This is definitely a hard one, but super important in building leg strength for our balance class. I want you to be able to control the movement from all the way seated to standing, then all the way back down to the chair. That is the goal. There are different levels with this. I'm going to set my weights down. You can do them without weights, hands out. When you come up, hands come to hips. That is another variation. They can kind of help people get those hips all the way forward at the top. And of course, if you have a seat with handles and you need to push up off of those handles, that's acceptable. Still working your leg strength. We always want to challenge ourselves, building our strength where we can, but in a safe manner. How about 2 more? Wonderful. Take a break. We can scoot our chair and weights off to one side. We are going to keep them close for a handhold. All right, so if you need to take a break, grab a drink, you can pause the video at this time. And when you're ready, join me next to our chairs. All right, we're going to go into a full leg lift out to the side. And I'm looking for controlled movement throughout. We're lifting, setting it down, nice and easy. Feet are staying in line with each other as you lift to the side. Both feet are pointed forward. Last 2 on this leg. And switch. I'm going to pretend that I have my chair on this side and we're lifting. Of course, if you are a little bit more advanced with your balance, you can do it without a handhold. Try challenging yourself with just maybe fingertips on the chair. Once you get comfortable with just fingertips, try hand just grazing the chair just in case you need to hold on. There's all kinds of ways to get from holding on, having that steady, secure handhold, to then fully challenging the legs and stabilizing. We have 2 more on this leg. All right, let's shake it off. Side to side steps, nice and easy. A lot of our standing moves, we are going to have a stabilizing leg and active leg. So those are 2 important distinctions. So our stabilizing leg, when we were doing our leg lifts, that our stabilizing leg is the leg we have all of our weight on. It's doing the work to keep us balanced and upright. Our active leg is now actively working the muscles on that side of the body. Using those muscles, we're trying to strengthen for our balance. If you haven't already, please join me in this leg lift. Good job. Couple more. And let's try the other side. Lift. Can you feel the muscles working? In both legs, you should be able to feel that stabilizing leg being nice and tight. Ankle might be working, wobbling just a little bit to keep you into position. Toe should be pressed down into the floor. And then this active leg, whew, we are getting a nice burn on the side of that glute, inside of the leg. And last one, side steps to recover. Now, when we do our recovery steps, you can do whatever you need. If you need to stretch, if you need to just do a couple good mornings, get everything loose again, that's fine. All right, join me behind the chair. So I have my chair here in front. I'm stepping back farther enough away to where I can lean forward with my hips, hold on, and then we're lifting a leg behind. So let me position better so you can see my legs. I'm going to lean forward, Hold onto the chair, lift a leg. When I come up, feet come back together, and then we're switching legs. Lean, lift, stand, keep it going. Now the goal is to get the leg up high with your body. It doesn't have to go over the back though. Just in line with the body and stand. We're trying to activate the glutes and the lower back with this move. And I'm sure you're also feeling all those stabilizing muscles of the legs we just worked. Give me one more each leg. And come on up. Let's do a couple good mornings to recover. Nice and slow, down and up. Last one. Come on up. With our hand hold on one side, we're going to step back with our opposite leg. Small dip. Pull that into a high knee. Step, dip, high knee. So a lot of active balance work on our stabilizing side because that side is also dipping with us. If you are more advanced in your balance, you can try to do it with, again, light fingers on your stabilizing surface or hands on the hips. Last two. Good job. Let's go into a march. Remember which leg you just worked. Right, get set up on your opposite leg. Hand hold is on the opposite side of the leg that steps back. We're going to take that small dip, bring it into a high knee. Just like the other side, you can keep that hand on a solid surface, bring it to fingertips or hands to the hips. It's just a little dip. Bring it into a high knee. Keep going. All of your weight of your body should be on your stabilizing leg through the movement. Last three. You got it. And rest. Small march. Do a couple front kicks. With our kicks, we're picking up the toes, kicking down with the heel. Swing the arms. The purpose of this class is to strengthen, create that mind-body connection, and get you a little bit lighter on your feet. So there should be an ease of movement here. At least that's what we're trying to accomplish. And always keep a hand on something. I want you to feel relaxed with our kicks, with our marches. Come back and do this class as many times as you need to. And let's go into a toe tap behind. Good. See if you can really reach behind, point the toe. And now I'm going to get really tricky on you. We're going to raise the opposite arm. So if your left leg's going back, right arm is raised, and switch. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We are going to go into more static balance moves. Again, if you need to take a break at any time, pause the video, grab a drink, and rejoin me. For our standing balance, I like to have our chair nearby for our handhold to start. We're going to come up on a toe on one knee, turn that toe out. You can keep the toe down at all times, or you can lift to the leg. So this is our balance position with our legs. Upper body can stay on the chair, hands on the hips, or out in a T. We're holding this position. Step out anytime you need to, and jump back in. It's perfectly fine for that ankle to be a little bit wobbly. Keep pressing the whole foot into the ground, all 5 toes. Core muscles are tight, shoulders are pulled away from the ears. And bring the hands down, feet to the floor. Shake it out a little bit. Let's get set up on the opposite side. Toe down, opposite leg. Knee pointed out. Again, you can keep that toe on the ground the whole time. Most of the weight's on our stabilizing leg, or you can choose to lift to the leg. Hands where you want them, on the chair, hips, or in a T. Let's hold. Sometimes in our balance position, our eyesight also plays a role. So finding something to look at, to stare at during our balance position can help. Focus on your breath and feeling your body in the space. Bring it on in, feet down, pedal. And when I say pedal, we're pointing the toe, we're flexing the toe and feet in the shoes. Wonderful. Behind our chair. Very similar to those leg lifts we did where we're leaning forward and lifting one leg. That's exactly what we're doing, but we are holding it this time, all right? I know in the camera, I might seem like an angle, but I think it's just the way that the camera is angled. You want your leg in line with your body, and I want you to hold it there. Point the toe on that leg that is lifted. Keep holding. Good job. You can have both hands on the chair. You can drop it down to 1 at your waist. That's as far as I would take it today. And bring it on in. A couple good mornings. Keeping the back nice and loose. Last one. Come up and let's try the opposite leg. So again, bend forward, lift the opposite leg, hold it up there, point that toe. Keeping both hands on the chair or bringing one to the hip. Keep holding. We want endurance in our balance holds, working our stabilizing muscles, getting used to uncomfortable positions, and bring it on in. Good job. 2 good mornings. Awesome work. Next, we're going to work on some crossed the body movements with our legs. We're going to point across, point behind, across, behind in a diagonal, and we are pointing the toe, moving the hip and leg in a different plane of motion than you're used to. Let's try the other side. Switching our stabilizing leg, we're going across, in front, and behind. Diagonal. And last time. Wonderful. I want you to stack the feet. We're going into another balance pose. So either heel to toe or arch of the foot to arch of the foot. That's going to be level 1, where we're getting used to crossing the feet. Heel to toe would be the next level. So if you can, go heel to toe. And we're going to be holding this position. Still pressing both feet into the ground with our full body weight. You can keep the knees slightly bent, core engaged, and I want you to feel like you're pulling those inner thighs together, squeezing as you roll the shoulders back. Hold it right here. Hands on the chair, hips are all the way up. Good. Feet are pressed into the ground. Body is staying nice and still as we can. Flexing our muscles. Remember to squeeze those thighs. Bring the arms down, stepping out. Set up with the opposite foot in front. Same position. So we have feet pressed into the ground, shoulders back, hands on the chair, hips are all the way up. Keep pressing the feet into the ground, hold it. Almost there. Squeeze those thighs together. Bring the arms down and step out. Awesome job. Let's go back into a march. Always keeping the feet moving, body engaged. We're going to go into a couple cool down movements so far. So we started with our warm up. We went into our strength building and then more of our static balance holds. Let's go into cool down. Feet wide. Slow side to side turning with the arms nice and loose. Heavy coat sleeves. This one should feel nice and relaxing. Just let those arms hang side to side. Wonderful. Bring it back to center. We're going to take both hands up overhead. Big reach, slow bend side to side. One more each side. Bring it to center. We're going to take a nice slow forward fold to the feet. Hold it at the bottom. Keep breathing, always breathing through our stretches, never holding our breath. Slowly roll it back up. We're going into a shoulder roll at the top. Tracing a big circle with the elbow. Reverse it. Wonderful. Bring one arm across. We're going to hug that in tight. Look over the shoulder. And switch. Bring it back to center. We're going to take a giant circle up with the arms. Inhale. Exhale down. 2 more deep breaths. In. Out. And last one. In. And out. That is class today. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, this is Cole with SSP Wellness Center. It was lovely to have you, and we'll see you next time.